Yep, we are officially live. Real quick, running through the results from yesterday. I'm just going to play the results video. Hopefully that's working. Let me pull out my phone to make sure it's
taking a -1.5. I got it at -144.
I'm going with the first 5 over 4.5, -105.
It would be Nationals or nothing for me. I'm personally going to lay the -154.
Oops.
I'm going to go with the first half under here at 5.
Oops.
So Pirates money line,
so
Nationals
we
team total under 4.5, both plus money.
Oops.
Mets money line plus 120.
Oops.
I'm going Astros -1.5, plus 125.
The Astros money line, and then a half unit on the. I got it at +115 on the -1.5 run line.
Royals money line at -103. Rangers team total under 2.5. First 5. I'm sorry. Rangers first 5 team total under 2.5. That's at -120.
Well, I think the Royals first 5 -105 is a steal.
But I'm actually not picking a side. I'm going to play the over 9 here.
Oops.
I'm betting the Padres on the money line at. I got it at -126 earlier. But then I'm also doing a full unit on the -1.5 at +122.
So I'm going with the first 5 under 4.5 at -115.
I'm going to take the Padres money line -136.
Going Tigers first 5 team total over 1.5.
Damn, look at all those sauce winners
Tigers
from the
first
afternoon
5 plus
slate.
0.5, that's plus 120. And Tigers
for this shit.
Yeah, I think they can hear us
Tigers
and
first
the thing,
5
which is
money
probably
line
annoying.
plus 175.
Oops.
That's a push.
So I'm going to take the Tigers +177 on the money line.
I'm taking the Tigers run line. I'm going to take the 1.5 at -122. Mariners first 5 money line. Mariners full game money line. Both are at -139. I don't even care. I'm paying it.
I'll take
9 and 2. What a beast.
-106.
What a
I think that's
fucking
probably
beast.
the best bet in this game.
Oops.
I'm with you. I'm taking the
loss there,
Mariners
Beaver.
here. I think it's a short price.
Shut up.
Bonus bets.
I'm doing a full unit on it. It's Astros money line, Padres money line, and Yankees -1.5. I got that at +394. Long shot of the day is the Astros -1.5, the Rangers -1.5, the Padres -1.5, and then the Yankees -1.5, and that is +1914.
Oops.
Mets money line, Royals money line, Mariners money line at +653.
Oops.
All right. I mean, it's too much for me to play both of them. Normally, we're just gonna start with the results from yesterday, but there's 2 in the night one. I did worse. I went 2 and 5. My +550 parlay did hit. I also post those on all social media every day if you're interested. Anyway,
5. Sheesh, Kyle. Sheesh. Could never be me.
Are you fucking joking? Welcome everybody. Yo, so we're switching it up today. Well, not switching it up. It's the same exact show, except for we're going to put right on the screen the bet we're making and how heavy we're betting each bet. I feel like it'll make it easier for people to follow. Is there anything else I wanted to mention in the beginning? I don't think so. Screw it. Let's dive right in. Only 7 games, so no need to rush. First one is Braves at Phillies. Ian Anderson pitching against Aaron Nola. Toast, why don't you kick it off with your Braves-Phillies analysis?
Yeah, so the Braves, obviously one of the hotter teams in baseball right now. Against right-handed pitching, they're only 15th on the year, but they're 5th in the last month against right-handed pitching. As far as the bullpen for the Braves, they used Smith yesterday for 17 and Chavez for 19, so they're pretty fresh. I just don't know. I was leaning towards the Phillies, but at this price, man, like I might have to do a little bit of a 0.5 unit on the Braves money line. I don't think that Ian Anderson is that great, but at the same time, there's almost 3 outs at the end of that Phillies lineup. Phillies 19th in the league this year against right-handed pitching, 17th in the last month. They used Alvarado and Familia, so they got a fresh bullpen, but that doesn't really concern me with a hot team like the Braves. So if I'm going to get this big plus price with everybody betting the Phillies, I'll take the Braves at a plus 135 and a half unit.
Solid. Prop Beaver, you want to go second?
Yeah, so I was having the hardest time picking a side in this game. I was looking at the angle of possibly Braves in the first 5, but just knowing how good Nola is through the first and the second order, I just couldn't really get there. So what I decided to do was I saw that Ian Anderson in the morning, his over 15.5 outs prop was at plus 110. It's now at minus 130. I still like it. I'm putting a full unit on it. And the reason I like it so much is he's hit it his last 10. No, he's hit 10 of 14 games this season, averaging 16, so right over the mark. 7 and 8 on the road, has much better numbers on the road overall. He's going to see about 4 lefties tonight. Possibly could pinch hit a lefty as well. And on the road versus left-handed batters, that's by far his best spot. 484 OPS, 226 WOBA. He really does good in those spots. Another thing I've noticed through looking at some of his game logs is that after a tough start, like the Dodgers one, he tends to bounce back. Looking at the last 7 started right-hand pitchers against the Phillies, all 7 of them have reached over this outs total, and they've combined for a 2.91 ERA, 1.15 WHIP. Those are all pretty solid numbers. And then Phillies versus right-handed pitching the last 2 weeks, 28th OBP, 29th OPS, WOBA, WRC+. And here's what really stood out to me. Without Harper in this lineup, Anderson against the Phillies lineup owns a 436 OPS. The man has owned everybody on the Phillies, essentially, besides Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper is going to be out tonight. I think that that's a really good price, so I'm happily taking over 15.5 outs at minus 130 is what everybody else is going to get it at. If you want to go on MGM, they have it at minus 105 still, so I would recommend getting it there.
You didn't say how heavy you want to bet it.
I said 1 unit in the beginning. I need you to listen.
I don't think you said that.
I did.
All right, well, all right, so you have 1 unit. Let me update the people. All
I know I
right.
gave you a hard one that's pretty long.
It's all right. I fit it in there. All right, so now it's my turn, and I agree with kind of what both of them say. I hate to play such a public dog because the Braves are a public dog. I think it's 86% of the money on. No, I think it's 81%. Whatever. Money's on the Braves. Very public dog here. Aaron Nola is a beast on the road. 2.13 ERA on the road, but at home, it's over. His ERA is over 4. He's not the same pitcher, so I don't mind fading Aaron Nola at home in Philadelphia. Do you want to know the last time Aaron Nola had a good start in Philadelphia? May 5th. In case you're not the best at math, that's almost 2 full months ago. Yeah, for real. Check that out. Ian Anderson's the same way, but opposite. No, Ian Anderson's the same way. He's a beast on the road, so Anderson, great spot here. I like what Beaver said about on the road against lefties. That is definitely spot on. Even the Braves' bats have been slightly better than Philly recently, so I'm going Braves first 5 on the run line. Let me type it out. Braves first 5 plus a half a run at plus 100. And I'm putting a half unit on it as well. So there are picks for that game. Everyone, you're cool with those? What's on the screen right there?
Yes, lock it in.
All right, locking them in. All right. Moving on to the next game, we have Yankees on the road in Houston. One game. Toast, is this a makeup game? What's going on with this?
What is this?
This is just how the MLB's been doing their schedules to make everything right. I mean, technically it's a makeup game because they're getting all the games that were in early. But yeah, this isn't like a makeup game because of a rainout or anything like that. It's been scheduled like this.
That's weird.
There's been multiple. Yeah, it is. There's multiple spots like this in the schedule for multiple teams. So it's weird, but it's normal for this year.
All right. Well, I'll start us off on this one because my reasoning is pretty simple. I'm going with the Yankees money line here at the minus 127, and the reason being, so these teams just played. They had a battle, a 4-game series, split 2-2. Then the Yankees got to chill at home and kind of have a little cruise control series against Oakland, the worst team in baseball. Meanwhile, Houston went to Citi Field and played the Mets 3 times, and then
in cruise control.
I mean, they actually did perform quite well. But regardless, there's a lot more pressure in a game on the road against the Mets than the Yankees at home against the worst team in baseball. So I feel like the Yankees are going to come into this game fresher. Houston just returning from a road trip. I also like Severino better than Louis Garcia slightly. So I'm going to take the Yankees. I got it at minus 125. I wrote minus 127. I'm cool with taking the minus 127, though. So Yankees money line minus 127, one full unit on that.
You want me to go, Beaver? I'll go.
Yeah, sure, please.
This just seems like the trap of all traps. So we got the Yankees coming home from or the Astros coming home from a long road trip where they spanked both New York teams. The Yankees have judged. They judged him in the ninth. Congratulations. But they spanked those teams. Now they got to fly home without Alvarez, without Pena, without Brantley, 3 of the top 5 players on their team. And the line hasn't moved, and the lineup's been out for a while. It just seems like a trap to me. Maybe it's just the Yankees on a short price, but why isn't the line moving? Like, it's just weird to me. Just doesn't seem right. I'm going to play under 7.5 for 0.75 units at minus 105.
I'm sorry. Say that one more. I was reading this. He's talking about the Brewers. My bad. I got distracted by the comments. What's the bet?
Under 7.5 for 0.75 units at minus 105.
Minus 105, 0.75 units. All right, Prop Beaver. He's probably just going to coattail off our picks. That's what that little weasel does.
No, I'm actually going in a different direction here. So I got 2 picks for this game, both 0.5 units. First one is going to be Luis Garcia over 5.5 Ks. You can get that at plus 115 on DK. He had 8 against them in his previous start, and against the current lineup, he owns a 28K percentage. Pretty nice. He's 3-2 to the line at home, but the only 2 misses came against the Mets and the Guardians, and he missed at 5. So I'm not really tripping out about that. Those are 2 of the bottom 10 teams in K percentage versus right-handed pitching. They have low K percentages. Going back to last season, he's 15-23 at this line at home, averaging 6. We saw guys like Christian Javier, Frankie Montes. The most shocking one's Paul Blackburn. Where the hell did that come from? And Shane Baz. They all hit versus the Yankees in the past 6 games. And I think that Garcia has the stuff to get it done at a nice plus 115 price here. 0.5 units, I think it's worth a little dart throw there. And then, honestly, I'm just reading line movement. And I noticed that the line started moving up a little bit on the game in terms of the over-under of 7.5. I see it at minus 120 for the over. And I'm going to take it. I know that this is a weird game considering that Alvarez and Pena are both out, but this is a bad spot for Severino on the road. They just saw him too, so I think they could get to him a bit more here. And Luis Garcia, his last game against the Yankees, yes, he had those 8 Ks, but he also gave up 3 runs in less than 5 innings pitched. And another thing is that we've seen the Yankees kind of start slow, but then really crush bullpens as of late. And I think that they could get to Houston yet again. It seems like the Houston bullpen is scared shitless of this Yankees lineup. So I don't know if it's going to come in the first 5, but I think by the end of the game, it will be over 7.5, 0.5 units.
So you and Toast battling there. Who will come out the victor?
Probably Toast, but I'll take my chances.
Confident as always.
I will give a little credence to the over. I still like the under, but for all you Yankee bettors that love to run and bet the Yankees, you don't need to tell us. We already know, by the way.
Yeah.
Clay Holmes has worked back-to-back days, so he will not be pitching, which is obviously their closer. So just keep that on your mind.
I like that.
All right, cool. All you both cool with the bets that are on the screen?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
locking those in now. As we move on to Brewers at Pirates. Prop Beaver, you've been going last, coattailing. Why don't you start us off?
I went last, but I didn't take a single pick that was similar to your guys. But okay.
You're
Just shut up. Yeah, shut up and pick.
Honestly, the workplace abuse is out of control, guys. This is a cry for help. So if somebody can call somebody in the comments, I'd appreciate it.
Contact HR.
Yeah. So I'm going with the first 5 over in this Brewers-Pirates game. Over 4.5, minus 125. I'm putting a full unit on it. And yes, I know Adrian Hauser has some phenomenal numbers against this Pirates lineup. And I know he did great against them last year. But in his last 4 outings, he's looked flat out terrible. 6.75 ERA, 1.54 WHIP. He's been much worse on the road thus far this season. I talked with Kyle earlier, Yes, has he be going through a bit of a gauntlet? Sure. But the matter of the fact is you shouldn't be having this piss poor numbers against just about any teams. He is not good versus left-handed batters, and he's about to see 8 of them in this Pittsburgh lineup today. 933 OPS, 398 WOBA on the road versus left-handed batters. And let's just look at the last 8 starting right-handed pitchers versus the Pirates. 6.21 ERA. Pirates are top 10 in OPS, actually top 8 in OPS, WOBA, and WRC plus against right-handed pitching the last 2 weeks. And if you go ahead and you look at those Brewers, the Brewers are top 5 in all of those categories offensively. They are
Brewers.
Red hot right now.
Brewers are crushing it, no doubt.
Yes, they're red hot as an offense. And against this Milwaukee lineup, Brubaker has a 313 OBP, 936 OPS. So I'm pretty all over this first 5 over. I think it's a great bet at 4.5 minus 125.
Cool. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate it. I'll go second.
Cool.
This this is my favorite pick of the day. So before I give the description, let's type it in. I like the Brewers money line at minus 131 for a full unit. And I also like the Brewers team total over 4.5 at minus 120 for a half unit. Let's make those a little smaller so they fit on the screen. There we go. Now, let me start by saying the Pirates are coming off an emotional comeback, come from behind, high-scoring win that snapped their losing streak last night against Washington, right? They were on a 5-game skid. They come from behind, win 8-7. Now they return back to Pittsburgh for the first time in, I believe, 7 or 8 days. They haven't been there. Now they're back against a Brewers team that's first in OPS in the past week in the entire MLB. Milwaukee's bats are as hot as anybody. A wise man once told me, fade JT Brubaker every single time and you will die a rich man. And I live by those words. JT Brubaker sucks. He really does. And I feel bad because, I mean, he's pitching for the Pirates. I'm sure he's trying his best. But the truth is, just fade this man. Minus 131 is such a short price, and I hate to just side with the heavy public, but I have to here. Brewers have won 4 straight games. The bats are alive. And the Brewers team total is 9-1. The Brewers team total over is 9-1 in their last 10. So they've gone over the team total in 9 of their last 10. All over the Brew Crew here. Let's go Milwaukee. Toast.
I'm going to take the over 9 at plus 100 for a half a unit. Most of the reasons that you guys said, I like both teams' bats. I don't trust either pitcher. On top of the facts that Hader, Williams, and Boxberger, the top 3 arms in the Milwaukee bullpen, have all been worked the last 3 days in a row. So they are, if they do pitch, which I don't think they will, won't be as fresh. And also the Pirates, if you guys don't know Bender, who's their closer, he's out as well. So over 9 plus 100, half a unit.
All right.
I like that, Toad.
Yeah, because you're on the first 5 over. It's like the same goddamn bet. I like that. I really like that.
You're going to make me act up. Don't get me started.
All right. All right, next game. You guys are cool with the bets on the screen, right? We locking these in? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Next game. Good game here. AL East. Toast is going to start us off here. We got Rays on the road in Toronto. Jeffrey Springs versus Mr. Kikuchi. Toast?
Is Springs actually starting or is it Whistler?
Oh, it's Whistler. I'm sorry. I forgot to change this.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I was.
My bad.
I would have adjusted some bets here.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. It is Whistler.
So for me, it doesn't really matter who the Rays starter is. Obviously, the Jays are smashing right now. And then on top of it, with the Jays, Romano, Miza, Simber, Phelps all worked yesterday, and the first 3 worked 2 days in a row. So that bullpen for Toronto is very thin. I'm going to take another over today, over 9.5 at minus 115 at 0.75 units.
Over 9.5 at minus 115. Got it.
So with Kikuchi on the mound, it's just a gas can waiting to happen. So
And how many units was that?
0.75.
You got it. All right, cool. Prop Beaver, you want to go?
Yeah, so I'm just going to keep this pretty simple. Rays first 5 over 2.5 runs plus 125. I can't get enough of fading Kikuchi. I trusted this guy for a brief time in the beginning of the season, cashed with him a few times, and he's just been a complete and utter mess since. He has all right numbers versus Ray's lineup, 347 OVP, 780 OPS. Congrats. I don't really care about that. My problem is he stinks against right-handed batters. He's going to be seeing 8 of those today. 395 OVP, 955 OPS, 2.36 home run per 9. Oh, and here's the big one. 15.1 walk rate. That is terrible. So, I mean, when you're looking at the Rays and you look at the fact that these guys are top 8 in mostly every single category against left-handed pitchers in June, I'm just having a hard time understanding why they wouldn't hit this. I rode with the Rays against Lauer yesterday, who's a lefty. That was a bit scary, but we wound up cashing. I'm going to do it again today, especially at plus 125. That's a big price. For a half.
Wait, you said plus 125? I had minus, so it's plus?
No, plus 125 for a half unit.
Half unit, you got it. Okay, no, that's everything. All right, cool. So I'm up, and we're all kind of none of us have the same bets, but we're all kind of in the same boat. In this one, I am going to side with the Rays, though. Taking the Rays first 5 money line at plus 112 for a half unit. And the second bet is, check this one out. This is the one you're not going to like. I'm taking the Toronto first 5 team total under 2.5 at minus 105. They're ready for it. They're ready for a cold night, those Toronto bats. They are ready. Hold on, let me finish that. All right. So basically, this is straight up a fade of Kikuchi, and there's no reason for me to repeat everything Beaver just said. There are going to be 8 righties. There's only 1 lefty in the lineup tonight for Tampa Bay, and Kikuchi can basically only get lefties out. He's so bad against righties. Don't need to repeat anything he said at all. So I'm fading Kikuchi with the Tampa Bay first 5 money line, and I'm going with Toronto team total under just because I got well, to be honest, when I first wrote the bet down, I thought what's his name was pitching, but I kept it when it switched because I just had this feeling and I didn't want to switch my bet. But Blue Jays first 5 team total under 2.5 at minus 110, I feel like is a great price. Puts their full game team total to almost 5, so I'm on it. Everyone cool with the bets on the screen?
Lock it in, Moff.
Lock it in. So let's go to the next game, which is Reds at... Oh, by the way, as far as for people in the comments, starting tomorrow, he's going to be here. I have a producer starting. So right now, it's me doing the comments, the graphics, all this. I have a producer starting. So it's going to run a lot smoother. And my notes were just so unorganized in that last game, as you could probably tell. So I can just concentrate on hosting the show and giving information. So it's going to get better, I promise. I'm sorry about that. Anyway. Reds...
Thanks for apologizing.
I wasn't apologizing to your ass, that's for sure. Next game, and we already got someone in the comments coming out saying they like the Reds. I like their energy. You know what? I'll start. All right. There's something about the Chicago Cubs where as soon as they show even the slightest bit of hope, everyone seems to just jump all over them. I don't get this price. This game is priced out as if Kyle Hendricks is a significantly better starter than Graham Ashcraft. And I'm wondering what numbers people are looking at where they're seeing that, because they must be different numbers from me. I like Graham Ashcraft better in this spot. Kyle Hendricks has sucked at Wrigley Field. Now, Kyle Hendricks is very up and down for most of his career, so is he capable of coming out and throwing a great game tonight? Of course he is. But the Reds' bats seem to be, I think they're like 7th or 8th in OPS in the past week, so the bats seem to be coming back a little bit. I am taking both. I will type them out right here. One second. So I'm taking both the Reds money line at plus 112 for 0.5 units and Reds first 5 money line at plus 100 for a half unit. I'm riding both of them half unit a piece. I think it's beautiful. Happy to take it. Toast, you want to go second?
Yeah, so I will take same thing as you. I'm a big Ashcraft guy, so I'm going to take them in the first 5 for a half a unit, just like you did. And then I'm also going to take the Cincinnati team total in the first 5 over 2.5 at -105 for a half a unit. Kendricks, the last 4, he's had 5 starts against Cincinnati. 4 of them have been at Cincinnati. The 1 start in Wrigley was last year, 5 runs in 4 innings. Not a very good spot for Mr. Hendricks. Not that I like him anyway. Also, I don't know if we can put this on the screen or not. Ashcraft to get 7 or more Ks at +500. I will be betting that as well.
We can definitely put this on the screen.
0.25.
Okay, Ashcraft 7 plus Ks at what?
+500.
+500?
Yep. Just looked it up on FanDuel right now.
You're a sick man. You're a sick man. All right, I hope everyone can see that. The type's kind of small, but I hope everyone can. I can
Don't tell
see it
my
fine.
secret, Beaver.
What happened?
Just
What
said,
does
don't
that
tell
say?
anybody my secret.
Beaver's not paying attention.
He's not paying attention.
All right, Prop Beaver, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, now you can say I'm riding on your coattails. This is probably one of the games I'm least confident about. I wrote down Reds first 5. I got it at +110. I like the price there. Ashcraft's very good. Here's the main thing I'm looking at. So yes, Hendricks does stink at road. He already saw the Reds this season. He gave up 4 runs and 4 innings pitched, and that was at Cincy. He's way worse at home. But here's the thing that's getting me. So if we just look at some of Hendricks' ace games this season, 7 innings pitched against the Pittsburgh Pirates in April, just allowed 2 hits, 0 earned runs. Next game, he follows it up versus Milwaukee, 6 earned runs through 4.1 innings pitched. Okay, that's one thing. He faced Arizona, allowed 5 hits and 1 earned run in May. Next game, he allows 7 earned runs, 4 home runs, and 8 hits through 5 innings pitched. Got rocked. Then we see against San Diego, he just faced them in June. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run allowed. Very good. The next game against Atlanta, 6 earned runs, 8 hits, 2 home runs. What did he do against the Cardinals last game? He shut their ass down for 7.1 innings, 5 hits, 0 earned runs. I'm expecting that regression to smack him in the face today. So I'm going to put 0.5 units on the Reds first 5.
0.5 units on the Reds first 5. Got it. All right, so all 3 of us are on the Reds first 5 money line at +100. So you got to think that's one of our favorite plays collectively as a group, you would think.
Hey, Beaver, what does it mean when they say cheeks? He's still cheeks.
That means
That boy's cheeks.
it means
he's
ass
dirty
cheeks.
ass stain.
It means
That
ass
dirty
cheeks.
ass stain.
All right.
He's definitely not pushing P.
So let's move on to the next game, which is San Diego. Oh, no. That's not the next game.
Yeah, it is.
No. It's Oakland at Seattle first.
Okay.
Oakland on the road in Seattle. This I thought was an interesting one, but I'm not going to go first. Toast, why don't you start us off?
Definitely not playing the Mariners at a big price. Man, I don't even really have a play on this game, to be dead honest with you. I would take, if I could get here, I'm going to look at the Oakland team total. And the only reason I say that is I don't think the Mariners should be that big of a price.
Agreed.
To anybody, the way that they're playing right now. I understand that they've played well the last couple games, and they smashed Oakland. But I mean, Oakland smashed them as well. I mean, at certain times earlier in the year. So I don't know. I actually would take. I'm actually looking up an alt line really quick. If I can get 2.5 under 140 or 150, I'd probably take that with Oakland, to be dead honest with you.
Oh shit! I don't think you would get that though at only +190.
Yeah, you're not. You're right. I just had to check. So I really don't have a play in this game, guys. I'm priced out of it.
Oh wow. Okay. Hold on.
He's gonna put bitch. Watch.
He should.
No, I would never write something like that. Anyway, so
Cotton
Beaver, your Beaver, you're up next.
Yeah.
Do it for us both, Beaver. Do it for us both. I didn't have the balls. Just do it.
I'm hitting it with the Oakland Athletics first 5 plus 0.5 at 1 unit, +120. Dude, this is just a weird-ass spot, and I love it for Oakland. Oakland hits much better on the road. Mariners can't hit a ball at home. They have been absolutely terrible. The last 6 starting right-handed pitchers versus the Mariners own a 1.33 ERA and a 0.89
Oh
whip.
my
They
God.
are legitimately sunning these dudes. Adrian Martinez has only made 1 start this year. I'm pretty sure 1 start of his career. It was against Detroit, and that was in May. 5.1 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 0 earned runs. That sounds good to me. I don't care if it's the Tigers. If you're going in your first start and you're showing control and command and stuff like that, then I'm a fan of you. There's not much to read into there with him against the Mariners. I just think that the Mariners lineup really stinks at this point in the season. And let's go ahead and look at Oakland. So their past 5 games, these are the starting pitchers that have faced them. We got Tyone, Montgomery, Singer, who's been pretty decent this season. Keller stinks like booty cheek, and JP Sears. But 1, 2, 3, 4 of them allowed 3 or more earned runs. And that's what I'm really liking here. It looks like the Oakland Athletics are starting to get their swagger back. And meanwhile, on the other side, we got Logan Gilbert, who against the Oakland lineup, and this is not even the good Oakland lineup from last year, or semi-good. This is a dog shit Oakland lineup. He owns a 379 OBP, 898 OPS. That's really not good. And then if you look more deeply into the numbers and the splits for him, 6 of the guys in the Oakland lineup are going to be right-handed batters. The worst spot for Logan Gilbert is at home versus a right-handed batter. 828 OPS, what is it? A 364 WOBA, 1.57 whip, baby. That's all I'm saying. So if I'm going to get plus 120 for even just maybe a tie, I think they'll win the first 5, but even a tie, I'm going to go ahead and bet that. So yeah, give me the Oakland first 5 plus 0.5 plus 120. I like it. I like it.
How much you betting on it, you scumbag?
1 unit, 1 full unit, baby.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That's a
Okay,
pretty,
I'm not scared anymore. I found something I like in this game.
All right, go.
Oakland team total over 2.5 minus 135. That's a pretty, as Beaver said, this is the worst spot for Gilbert as possible. And Oakland scoring runs their last couple games, 3-1, 5-5, 9. I mean, so the bats are looking pretty damn good for the Oakland A's today.
I'm guessing a half unit.
Let's go 0.75. Beaver's got me going right here.
Well, I have the answer to your guys' prayers because I've discovered how to bet this game and find some value because it seems like you guys are struggling. So here comes Papa Sauce. Here comes Papa Sauce to save the day as always. Obviously, silence, please. I didn't interrupt you when you were talking. So obviously, my initial thoughts was to go to the under, right? I know a lot of people in their comments were saying under. First 5 under was at 3.5, and the under was at minus 110. There's not enough value for me. Next, I wanted to go. Okay, I'll go Oakland team total under because Logan Gilbert's a beast. Oh, for the first 5, that is. And that was at under to get under 1.5 was like minus 150. Not liking that. Check me out here. I got a same game parlay that comes out to be minus 110 even. Seattle money line and an alt total under 10.5. This cannot miss. You know what? Let me go ahead and type it just in case. So same game parlay. Seattle money line. Under 10.5. This is at minus 110, and I'm putting a full unit on this bitch. Beaver, when you thank me for this, I expect my tip in large bills because this will not
bullshit.
I
hope the Athletics score fucking 15 runs.
This is money bags right here. Oh no, you can't see it.
It is a good bet, I will say.
Smart look who's coming around. I don't think they can see it.
I'm just being nice, honestly. Got to be cordial for the lives.
Seattle money line and under 10.5. Dude, this total set at 7.5, so we're getting 3 extra runs there, and they get it all the way back at minus 110. I like it a lot. So that is my bet.
Cleveland just walked it off. Thank God.
That's 2 games in a row for Cleveland, the walk off, right?
I'm so happy too. I'm so happy I didn't bet that. So happy.
Well, looks like the comments agree with me. We have a bunch of enlightened souls here in the group. And let's move on to the game of the night. And this is I honestly think this might be the best MLB game. Forget about betting for 1 second and for a brief second. Just as far as baseball fans go, yeah, Padres at Dodgers to start a 4-game series, and the Padres are right there. You know what? I'll just go first, actually. So I'm all over San Diego here at plus 115. They got their ace on the mound, Joe Musgrove. Like I said, they're starting a 4-game series against the Dodgers. They're a game and a half out of first place. Right now, it's Joe Musgrove versus Mitch White. They're in LA. If they're going to steal one game of the series, it needs to be this one. Hopefully Manny Machado plays, but I've been hoping he's going to play for like 4 straight games now. I don't know. This is the game they need to steal in Los Angeles, and I think they do it. I think Musgrove pitches great. Give me the Padres money line plus 115 for a full unit, because I am not scared of anything. Speak, Beaver.
Jeez, okay. Yeah, I'll go next. Dude, yeah, you're going to give me, Joe Musgrove, an angry Joe Musgrove, as he's coming off his worst start of the season against a dog shit Philly lineup at the moment. That was embarrassing, so I know he's going to be pissed about that. And now you're coming to a big series that you need to win. He's the ace of this team. I think I saw the lab reports. He's got the dog in him. You know what Mitch White has? A wicked case of Sugma. That dude's absolutely tough. I do not care if he has zero experience versus the Padres. I don't care if he has the unfamiliarity edge. He's much worse at home thus far. 6.52 ERA. I mean, Jesus Christ. 803 OPS, 351 WOBA.
Wait. You're reading, those are his numbers at home?
Yes.
Oh my God. I didn't even see that. That's disgusting. 655. Wait, start over with the home stats.
Okay. So, at home thus far, 6.52 ERA, 341 OBP, 803 OPS, 351 WOBA, and a 1.55 whip. It's just absolutely heinous. There's going to be 5 lefties in that Padres lineup tonight, and at home versus lefties has been by far his worst spot. Meanwhile, the Padres are killing it lately, man. They're killing it. Last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching, they're first in OPS, WOBA, and WRC+. They're also drawing walks at a very high rate. And personally, I'm going not only Padres first 5, minus 105 for a unit, but I'm going with the Padres team total first 5, over 1.5 for a full unit as well. The Padres first 5 is minus 105. The Padres first 5 team total over 1.5 is minus 115. I'm going 2 units on the Padres in the first 5. If they don't come out strong in this game, boy, are they donezo.
Hold up. You did not say 2 units.
No. 1 unit on that, and then 1 unit on the first 5 team total.
Got it. You are a reckless savage. Over 2.5 at what?
Over 1.5 at minus 115.
You are a wreck. Oh, are you riding coattails again, Beaver?
I ain't riding no coattails. I wrote this down just like probably 10 minutes ago.
You wrote it down straight after looking at Toast's email?
Wow, no, it's all my picture report, which was shared with you guys. Suck me.
I was just gonna say we have to give Beaver credit there. He does a lot of work with those pitching reports that are really good. But so I'll go. I'll talk about how I don't like the Dodgers here. I'm in the same spot as Beaver. Just general handicapping. Dodgers coming home from a 9-game road trip where they went from Atlanta to Cincy to Colorado. Not a good spot. Coming home after playing 3 games in Colorado. Not a good spot. Not to mention the fact that Mitch White, his last 2 games at home against garbage Philadelphia, 5 innings, 3 runs. And against Colorado, 3 1/3, 3 runs as well. Musgrove, last time he was in Dodger Stadium, got touched up, but the last 2 times before that only gave up a run. One of them was only 3 innings. I don't know if he left early or what, but he was pitching well. So, yeah, it's a cheap price for the Dodgers, but I think it's there for a reason. I just don't see it right here. Musgrove coming off of a bad start. I like that team total, but I'm going to do 0.75 on Padres first 5 money line, and then half a unit on the Padres money line at plus 115 or whatever it is.
So Padres first 5 money line, that's at minus 105.
Yep.
And you said 0.75 on that.
Correct.
And then, what's the second one?
Padres money line plus 115 for a half.
Oh, what I got. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're all basically on this in agreement there. Let's see, center. Shrink the font a little bit. Yeah, so we're all basically in agreement there. We all like the Padres, which scares me a little.
The
what
Dodgers
money
are
tell you?
fraudsters. They're frauds. It's Padres season, brother man.
Brother man. Let's see where the money's at on that. All right, San Diego, LAD right here.
Money's
It's
on
about
Padres.
50-50. 59% of the money on the Padres as of 4 p.m. Let's see what it is active. So it's not either way. It's pretty even. Whew. Whew. All right, so obviously I my parlay hit last night, so I get dibs on the first parlay. So I'm going to damn, I don't have a place to type a parlay, so I'm just going to say it.
Womp womp.
Ready? Milwaukee Brewers money line. This is a 3-leg parlay for plus 698. My 3-leg hit yesterday for plus 550. Milwaukee Brewers money line. Milwaukee Brewers money line. Cincinnati Reds money line. San Diego Padres money line plus 698. I don't advise parlays, but I like this one. Beaver, do you have a parlay or something queer or something corny to give us?
I let me go ahead and just calculate the odds on this really quickly. So we got the Padres here and we got the Athletics. Yeah, I'm gonna do Padres and Oakland money line parlay plus 545.
Oakland?
Yep.
You're bugging, bro.
I love it, Beaver.
It's horrible.
I'm trying.
Horrible.
The California boys, they're barking. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Please, God, clip that for me. You guys know I can't do it. Please, God, clip that for me. I have to have that.
Him barking? I'll clip it for you. Yo,
That'd be great.
There's no chance in hell Oakland wins that game.
See, now I like Oakland even more because that's a crazy prize. Like I was talking with Beaver before the show. I kind of like it, but yeah.
All right.
I'll take
Toast.
Athletics.
I got a parlay.
Wait, Toast, have you hit 3 consecutive hit parlays?
I have.
So
I
we're
got
going
another one
for
you guys.
So we're
tonight.
going for number 4.
We are going for number 4. Just the 2 guys, Austin Riley and Joey Votto, each to get a hit. It's going to be coming back to you at a plus 123. Joey Votto in 54 plate appearances against Kyle Hendricks. His slash lines 395, 556, 921 with 5 homers. Austin Riley in 32 plate appearances against Aaron Nola, slashing 355, 375, 742 with 3 dingers himself. I also have had some success with these alt run line parlays. So if you want to go Rays plus 2.5, Padres plus 2.5, Reds plus 2.5, comes in at a nice 145 price.
Solid. So you just gave us 2 there. Yo, Beaver, did you
What
see?
Panther pick?
He has no picks. He's banned from making picks. He's suspended. Did you see this comment? That was the saddest bark I've ever heard.
Cool. Do you want me to break your eardrums, brother? I ain't trying to do my full bark.
You got to remember, though, he's one of those Philly scumbags. He's around barking dogs and shit all day.
Yeah, that's
what I
right.
was gonna say.
South
His
Jersey
entire-
trash.
His entire way of life is just basically a pit bull barking. That's what he hears in the background when he goes to bed. So I mean, I'm not bothered.
I want to. Thanks for everyone for watching. I'm closing with this. There is no chance on God's green earth that the Oakland Athletics win this game. There you have it.
You said that about the Angels game the other night.
I never said that. I never said that. I don't remember at all.
No, you did say it. You did say it. I heard you loud and clear.
I don't think I did. But all right. Thanks everyone for watching. Let's make some money tonight. Yo, tomorrow I got the producer here, and we're gonna have a rockin' show. We're going through. I think we got 15 games tomorrow night, and we're going through all of them. Yo, it's going to be crazy. I'm trying to make it so we each lay out 15 units in the show, like at least 1 unit per game. They obviously doesn't have to be exactly 1 unit per game, but on average. So there's going to be a lot of action we're laying out in tomorrow's show. Everyone cool with 4 p.m. tomorrow? You guys?
Yes. Another thing to do and obviously we don't really do this if we pick dogs, but we could also do, like, for our standings is average line value. So, like, if we're picking favorites dogs.
So, like, we can see who the true public Pete is. Or, no, that wouldn't be public, actually, but yeah.
All right. All I've been giving out on the show is plus money, plus money, plus money. I don't want to hear it, bro.
That's a really cool
story,
story,
saying you necessarily. I was just saying in general.
It's a really cool story.
It's this guy Kyle. He's malicious and a whore.
Somebody asked about the Reds. Real quick, is there any games we have all? Here's the Reds right here. Someone asked about the Reds games. Here are our bets for that. I can pull up our bets right here. This is actually very convenient. 30 seconds. Any games you guys want to see real quick that may have just joined us? Here's that one. Nothing. No comments. Going once? No, I got it. They're like 7 seconds behind. So
if you sign up for the VIP service at KyleKirms.com, you can ask all the questions you want in the Discord. Every single one of them. Yeah, you can have direct contact to us with that, and also you get our top 3 bets each, or download the Sauce Network app on Google Play Store or the Apple Store. All right, cool. Doesn't look like anyone has any questions, or maybe the comments didn't pop up yet. Whatever. Everyone, have a great night. Let's make some money. And remember, you're not going to want to miss tomorrow's, because it's going to be electric. No, it's going to be the same thing of this, just more games. Jays and Rays. Throw up the Jays and the Rays really quick for one other person.
Oh, Jays and Rays? Okay. Right. Meow.
And then Rays. After that, the Astros.
Here's Jays and Rays. We were kind of in different spots in the Jays and Rays. I think most of us didn't succumb to the Toronto Blue Jays, which obviously the public's going to be on them, but so we actually no, Tampa is actually a public dog, so that's not true, but and what was the other game, Toast?
Astros.
Yankees at Astros. Here we go. Oh, this is the one Beaver gave his stupid Garcia over 5.5 strikeouts. That'll never hit.
we literally I was giving 7 for Ashcraft, but I'm the clown here. I still think that Toast has a good pick there. I think he has a good pick there, but
on the under?
No, he has 7+ Ks for Ashcraft.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll definitely bet that. All right, that's it though. Everyone have
Brantley Pena Alvarez is out. There's 3 of their top 5 bats are out for Houston,
and it's still going over, baby.
All right, cool. Everyone have a great night. All right.